Marco delivers. What a save, Ederson! I think it was Robin Gersons. It's a brilliant save again. And they've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, three times a champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete! The greatest story in club history has an ending! And what a final chapter! There's a blue moon shining over Europe tonight! And Manchester City are the kings of the continent!
On the 3rd of June 2023, Manchester City joined only 10 other football teams in one respect and took 3 cups back to Manchester. On the 12th of June, the team paraded the cups through the city centre. On that day, all eyes were on Manchester. But that's not the only reason you should be keeping an eye on Manchester. Manchester is quickly becoming a dominant financial sector in the UK Northwest for real estate development and investment. With leading figures, full support from its local administration, simply put, all eyes are on Manchester. Manchester was first born from the Roman fort of Mamucium, and for the next handful of centuries would exist as a market town, dealing primarily in the trade of textiles. However, in the late 18th century, Manchester experienced its first economic surge through the mechanization of the textiles industry during the Industrial Revolution. This surge took Manchester from that small northwest market town and transformed it into the city we know today. Nowadays, Manchester has been experiencing a new economic surge. Over the last decade, the city has been receiving a steady stream of new investment and new businesses, along with cultivating the largest student population in any UK city, standing at 75,000. CBRE, the world's largest real estate services and investment firm, recently released a report on upcoming development and investment projections for the cities and sectors of the United Kingdom over the next decade, and in property, Manchester is leading the charge. Manchester's growth centers largely around a steadily increasing workforce, with a projected 6% increase in population and a subsequent 6% increase in office employment. To account for this, there's a great focus on the development of student, single-family and multi-family housing, alongside the development of offices, urban logistics and personal storage units. In particular, Manchester City Council unveiled plans in 2022 to construct 36,000 new homes over the next decade, 10,000 of which will be affordable housing. Alongside the CBRE report, the EY's latest economic forecast places Manchester as the 3rd fastest growing economic sector in the UK, the city's economy growing at 2.5% per year, above the national average of 2.1%, behind only London and Reading. The EY report only projects from 2024 to 2026, but when cross-referenced with the CBRE's report, Manchester's economic growth is undeniable. When I first came to Manchester, I had lived in a small town all my life, and as a result had developed this burning urge to just go as far as I could and take in as much as I can. So I picked Manchester, and I instantly fell in love. There's something about this city. Maybe it's the chrome skyscrapers that tower over the red brick canal bridges, the trains and trams that trundle over new railways and old. Maybe it's the people, and how no matter what, this city is yours as much as it is mine. There's a shared sense of belonging and inclusion when I think of Manchester. To me, it's a welcoming city, totally unpretentious, inviting. A city that wears its history like a badge of honor. Everything that it is, it's proud to be. And there aren't many cities that can say that. This city is somewhere I never thought I'd go when I was younger. And somehow, it's become home. I love this city. Manchester's coming growth over the next decade is set to change the course of the UK Northwest forever. Growth in jobs, growth in economy, growth in opportunity. All happening to one of the UK's oldest, most welcoming cities. These last 100 years have been a rocky road for Manchester, but if there's one thing for sure, it's that right now, the future of this city is very, very bright.